Close your eyes for a moment. Think about the last time you tried to focus. You opened a book, but your mind moved somewhere else. You sat to study English, but your phone called you. You promised yourself, "Today I will focus." But 5 minutes later, you were distracted again. If this sounds like you, this story is not random. This story is for you. Because focus is not something you are born with. Focus is trained. And today, you will begin training your mind. This is the story of a man named Ethan. Ethan was not lazy. Ethan was not weak. But Ethan had one enemy. A restless mind. He wanted to improve his English. He wanted to grow in life. He wanted success. But his mind never stayed still. Just like yours. Ethan's daily struggle. Every morning, Ethan woke up with motivation. He said, "Today I will focus." He opened his laptop. He played an English lesson. For the first 30 seconds, he listened. Then a thought came. Did I reply to that message? He checked his phone. 5 minutes passed. Another thought came. I will study after tea. Tea became YouTube. YouTube became Instagram. And the day was gone. At night, Ethan felt tired. Not from work, but from mental noise. Important lesson for listeners. Listen carefully. Distraction is not a habit. Distraction is a trained response. Your mind has been trained to jump, to scroll, to escape. But what is trained can be retrained. A turning point. One evening, Ethan met an old teacher. The teacher looked calm, peaceful, focused. Ethan asked him, "Sir, how do you stay so focused?" The teacher smiled and said, "Because I trained my mind. The same way you train your body." The first truth about focus. The teacher said, focus is not force. Focus is not pressure. Focus is clarity. He continued, if your mind is tired, it will run. If your mind is confused, it will escape. First, you must understand your mind. Simple English practice for listeners. Repeat silently in your mind. I am calm. I am present. I am listening. Do not rush. English grows when your mind is relaxed. Why your mind cannot focus. The teacher explained 3 reasons. Too much information. No clear goal. Fear of failure. Ethan realized something shocking. He was not unfocused. He was overwhelmed. First focus exercise, story style. The teacher gave Ethan a task. Tonight, he said, do only one thing. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. No phone. No music. No thinking. Just breathe. Ethan thought it was easy. It was not. Realization. After 1 minute, Ethan's mind screamed. Thoughts came. Memories came. Worries came. But the teacher was right. The mind is noisy before it becomes quiet. Message for you. If your mind runs, that means it has energy. You don't need to stop your mind. You need to guide it. A new morning, a new mindset. The next morning, Ethan woke up differently. Not excited. Not lazy. Just aware. He remembered the teacher's words. Focus is trained. Ethan did not touch his phone. Not yet. He sat on his bed. He closed his eyes. He breathed. Slowly. The first real practice. At first, his mind was loud. A voice said, "Check your phone." Another voice said, "You are wasting time." But Ethan stayed still. 30 seconds passed. 1 minute passed. Something strange happened. The noise became softer. Key lesson for you. Your mind does not calm down immediately. It resists. Because for years, you trained it to escape. Now, you are teaching it to stay. The teacher's second lesson. Later that day, Ethan met the teacher again. The teacher asked, "Did you try?" Ethan nodded. The teacher smiled. Good. Now listen carefully. The rule of one task. The teacher said, if you want focus, do one thing at one time. Not two. Not three. One. Ethan was shocked. He always studied English while checking messages. He listened to lessons while scrolling. No wonder he never focused. Multitasking is a lie. The teacher continued. Multitasking is not intelligence. It is distraction pretending to be productivity. This sentence stayed in Ethan's mind. Simple English practice. Listen to this sentence carefully. I do one thing completely. Repeat it in your mind. Slowly. The phone experiment. The teacher gave Ethan a challenge. For the next 7 days, he said, keep your phone in another room. While studying English. Ethan felt fear. Real fear. That fear was addiction. First day of struggle. Day 1 was hard. Ethan sat with his English book. After 2 minutes, his hand moved automatically. No phone. His heart beat faster. But he stayed. 5 minutes passed. 10 minutes passed. Something changed. He started understanding more. Science in simple words. When you remove distractions, your brain stops switching. When it stops switching, it becomes deep. Deep focus creates learning. Listening exercise, story style. As you listen now, do this. Do not think about tomorrow. Do not think about yesterday. Only this voice. Only these words. This is focus training. A small success. By day 3, Ethan noticed something. He remembered new English words. He spoke sentences faster. He felt less tired. Focus gave him energy. Not pressure. The power of slowness. The teacher explained another truth. Speed kills focus. Slowness builds mastery. Ethan started speaking English slowly. Clear words. Simple sentences. And people understood him better. Speaking practice for listeners. Say this softly. I speak slowly and clearly. Do not rush. Fluency grows in calm. The 25-minute rule. The teacher taught Ethan one final tool. Work for 25 minutes. Then rest for 5. No phone in rest time. Just breathe. Just walk. Just be. This changed everything. Realization. Ethan was not weak. His mind was untrained. Now, it was learning discipline. Just like muscles learn strength. End of day reflection. At night, Ethan smiled. He did not study more hours. He studied better hours. And for the first time, he felt control. When the mind becomes the enemy. By the beginning of the second week, Ethan felt stronger. He could sit longer. He could listen better. He could study English without checking his phone. But a new problem appeared. Thoughts. Not distractions from outside. Distractions from inside. The voice inside his head. While studying, his mind whispered, "You are too late. Others are better than you. This will not work." These thoughts came silently. They felt real. They felt powerful. And they broke focus instantly. Important lesson for you. Most people think distraction comes from phones. But the strongest distraction is thinking. Uncontrolled thinking. The teacher's third lesson. Ethan went back to the teacher. "I can sit quietly," Ethan said. "But my mind talks too much." The teacher nodded. "That is normal," he said. Now we train the observer. Becoming the observer. The teacher explained slowly. "You are not your thoughts." Ethan looked confused. The teacher continued. "You are the one who hears the thoughts." This sentence hit deeply. The observation practice. The teacher gave Ethan a new exercise. Sit quietly. When a thought comes, do not fight it. Do not follow it. Just say inside your mind. Thinking. That's all. Practice while listening. As you listen right now. If a thought appears, do not push it away. Just notice it. Then come back to my voice. This is mental strength. First experience. Ethan tried this. A thought came. "I am wasting time," he said inside. Thinking. Another thought came. "I should quit," he said. Thinking. Slowly, the thoughts lost power. Why this works? Simple explanation. Thoughts want attention. When you don't react, they fade. Like clouds passing in the sky. You are the sky, not the clouds. The teacher said. Thoughts come and go. But you remain. Ethan finally understood. Dealing with emotions. Next came emotions. Anger. Fear. Frustration. Ethan noticed when he felt emotional. He lost focus completely. Emotion awareness. The teacher taught him one rule. Name the emotion. When angry, say, "I feel anger." When anxious, say, "I feel anxiety." This simple naming created distance. Why naming works? When you name an emotion, you stop becoming it. You see it. Focus returns. English practice, emotional awareness. Repeat softly. I notice my feelings. I do not react immediately. I stay calm. The pause rule. The teacher added. Between feeling and action. Pause for 3 seconds. Those 3 seconds changed everything. No more impulsive reactions. A real test. One day, Ethan failed to understand an English lesson. Old Ethan would quit. New Ethan paused. He breathed. He said, I feel frustration. Then he continued. That was victory. Focus grows in acceptance. Ethan realized. Focus does not grow by force. It grows by understanding. Stop trying to control everything. The teacher said one final truth. Let the mind be noisy. You stay steady. This was freedom. Nighttime reflection. That night, Ethan felt calm. Thoughts still came. Emotions still appeared. But they no longer controlled him. He controlled his attention. Listening exercise, deep focus. As you listen now, let every word enter slowly. No rush. No judgment. Just listening. This trains your English and your mind together. Major realization. Focus is not silence. Focus is stability. The morning that changed everything. On the 41st day, Ethan woke up before his alarm. No noise. No panic. No rushing thoughts. Just awareness. This was new. For the first time in years, his mind felt clear. Focus is no longer an action. Earlier, focus was something Ethan forced. Now, focus was something he lived. He did not try to concentrate. He simply stayed present. A walk without distraction. Ethan went outside for a morning walk. No phone. No music. No podcast. Just walking. He noticed the sound of birds, the rhythm of his steps, his breathing. This was focus in real life. The teacher's final message. Later that day, Ethan met the teacher one last time. I think I understand now, Ethan said. The teacher smiled. Tell me. Ethan's answer. Ethan said slowly. Focus is not about doing more. It is about being fully here. It is about one thing at one time. The teacher nodded. You are ready. Building a focused life. The teacher explained how to protect focus forever. He gave Ethan 4 life rules. Rule 1: fewer inputs, deeper thinking. Your mind cannot be focused if it is always consuming. Ethan reduced social media, news, random videos, and increased silence, reading, listening deeply. English practice, mindful listening. Repeat after me in your mind. I listen with full attention. I do not rush. I stay present. Rule 2: time block your life. Ethan stopped multitasking. He divided his day. One time for learning. One time for work. One time for rest. No mixing. This created mental peace. Why this works? When the mind knows what comes next, it stops worrying. Focus increases naturally. Rule 3: Daily stillness. Every morning, Ethan sat quietly for 10 minutes. No goals. No effort. Just sitting. This became his mental gym. Stillness is training. Just like muscles grow and rest, focus grows in silence. Rule 4: End the day consciously. Before sleeping, Ethan asked himself, "What did I do with attention today?" Not judgment. Just awareness. This reflection trained his mind daily. The result after 60 days. 2 months later, Ethan spoke English more clearly. He listened without distraction. He felt calm in difficult situations. He trusted himself. Not because he became smarter, but because he became present. The big truth. Focus is not a talent. Focus is a habit. And habits are trained. Message for you, listener. Right now, you are training focus. By listening. By staying. By not skipping. This is powerful. How this improves your English. When you focus, you hear words clearly. You understand context. You remember naturally. No pressure. No stress. Speaking practice, calm confidence. Say softly or in your mind. I speak calmly. I think clearly. I am focused. Focus in real conversations. Ethan learned one final skill. When talking to someone, he listened fully. He did not plan replies. He stayed present. People respected him more. Focus is a daily choice. Some days were easy. Some days were hard. But Ethan always returned to awareness. That was success. The final transformation. Ethan was not special. He did not have more time. He did not have more talent. He had attention. Final listening exercise. As I speak now, let each word land slowly. No rushing. This is how a focused mind learns English. Final message from the teacher. Your life moves in the direction of what you pay attention to. Choose wisely. The end, but a new beginning. This story ends here. But your journey does not. Every time you listen with attention, you train your mind. Every time you stay present, you grow.